Ground is 24/7.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Switch. Yellow. Set.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A huge play right off the bat. It's a gain of 34.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Packers.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Black shot. Set. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very aggressive opening drive.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now. Set. Hut.
Back to throw is Love. That is caught, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Jacobs. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on 4th and goal.
Black. Yellow. Blue striker.
They'll go for it. Love. And this will pay off. It is caught. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. The extra point is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
33, yellow. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Down. Hut.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Yellow, 20, set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go. Clock 40. 52.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
13 yards. And a Packer first down.
Ready. 10 black. Ready.
On play action, Love. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. And then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A gain of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Packers on top. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. On throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery. For a defensive touchdown. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They run, and here's the former Aaron Jones. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. Forced out wide. That one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Down. Ready.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And they'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
No gain on the play.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Ryland's kick is good. And the Packers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And the Vikings are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
And the Vikings.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd.
1st and goal.
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Come on, guys, dig deep. Come on.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Belton. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings are back in this one. It's 17-7. He kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready. Block 40. Watch out now.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
Set. Red, 38.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad 1st half. Throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
On 1st down, it's Love. A pass taken in by Watson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock will stop at 34 seconds to go until the break.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Blue striker. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Red, yellow. Ready, ready.
Love to throw it on first down. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready, ready. Blue, tuxedo blue.
The man in motion is Watson.
Ready.
Throwing on second down, Love. Again, working deep downfield. That is brought in. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
32 yards.
A big one there to start the second half. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down. Now a handoff. Jones. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's third and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Ready.
Second and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And he will score! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, He doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ready. Set, cut. Red, 38. Set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Dallas Turner on the stop. From 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Striker, 3-3. Black force.
From the gun, it's Love. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver.
Ready.
Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
The man in motion is Watson.
Set, cut.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
And the Packers, 1st down.
Let's
1st
go.
and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they could play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Ready, black ultra. 60 red, claws red. Ready.
Throwing is Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reeves. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
25 yards on the
They
play.
get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Packers.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
1st down, Green Bay.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get about 5.
The handoff to Josh Jacobs. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set. 12, 10, black, 95. Yellow, blue. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. Now he takes off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Go now. Ready.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
33, yellow, white, blue. Green jack, white, white. Blue striker. You, yellow. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers cut the deficit down to 1.
20.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now McCarthy. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. It's Valdez Scantling. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It's a gain of 34.
Vikings
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
60 Bison.
To throw is McCarthy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings are going to open up the lead to 8. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. What a great return, all the way down to the 40-yard line.
We've seen him take back more than one kickoff already this season, and that was nearly another one. He's well on his way to a Pro Bowl selection, and he has been one of the top weapons in the league all year long.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Down. 60 red. Fight, take it. Watch the key. Bill Green. Hut.
Back to throw is Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow. 43. Stick. Leather. Set.
To throw is Love. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings are going to open up the lead to 8. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. 30, cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Set, ready. Smash. 52 blue. Shovel. 38. Field. Left. Set, cut.
On play action, Love. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
And you love to see it as you find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 50, black ultra. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And this kick is good. So add one, and we have a final score as this game is over. So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings are going to open up the lead to 8. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right. 45. One.
In motion, Reed.
Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready. Right.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Down. Confused. Yellow. Ready.
Back to the air. It's Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On the ready.
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
Packers 1st down.
Ready.
Love to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And the Packers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
50. Green. Claude red. Hut.
Now Love exiting the pocket right. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Okay, right. Set. Needle 33. Yellow. Set. Go.
Here's Love to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's 2nd down.
Set. Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
On the give, it's Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Out to his right. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Third down and 9. To the right side. This is Jones. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
It's 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll go with Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Strike. Yellow. 22. Cut.
Here's Jacobs. Room to run at the 40. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Black shot. Fight. White. Snap. Red.
Now Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Here comes 2nd down.
Red. Here we go. Yep, ready.
Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Ready up. Needle blue. Set. Black 40. Blue striker. Green jack. Ready.
Here's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Down. White blue. Black. 90 plaster. 6. Claw red. Huge yellow. Steel black. Ready?
Throwing is Love. And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy.